All right. Finally got some of these Con Killer 6-inch shells in and some of these Anarchy 6-inch shells. I'm going to try to figure out if they're wraps of each other or not. I will say a little teaser. These do weigh out heavier. These weigh out at about 198 grams to 200 grams average of all the ones that I measured. The interior space is about 1.25 inches, so it's not too much wasted space. It needs some of that space to compact it all down once they put all the composition and the clay and stuff in there. So guess we'll get to tearing it down. So we'll start with the fuse like usual. Fuses are usually 1.5 grams or so. Get that pulled off. .5. All right, we'll get into the lift of that shell. So we'll cut the bottom off. .6 on the lift, and once we get into that, we'll get the composition out. Grab another tool really quick. Just to pop this cardboard disc out, and then you can get to the clay, so not too worried about that being metal. All right, clay down there. Break up the clay. All right, grab something else for that. Not prepared today. That's all right though. Let's get this clay out of there. It's a lot of clay in this one. Dang, we're almost to 30 grams of clay. It's contained really well, so I mean that's good. Oh, there we go. All right, a little composition on that piece of clay, but shouldn't affect much. Get that on there. Get it out. Ooh, got some clay in there. Try to pick that clay out once we're... All right. It's all out of there. So we're at 53.2, which is actually pretty heavy for these. I'd say there's a little bit of clay in there, so I'd say take out 1 or 2 grams of clay too. So 52-ish. Let's just go with, say there's 51 because there's a little clay in there. This stuff on top here, that's not clay. That's just composition that's bunched up with each other. So not too crazy, but 53, that's actually pretty heavy for a noise shell. So that 6-inch, I guess they're not lying. So we'll get this all added up off screen here. And we're at a total weight of 62.3 grams. I used 51.2 grams here. I just took 2 grams off for the extra clay that got in there. So 62.3 grams on those. Not too crazy, but pretty darn good compared to some of the other ones I've taken apart. All right, I want to add this into the end of this video. I just got done doing the anarchies. Go watch that video. It's a great one, just like all of them. But just because the anarchies actually weigh 20 to 25 grams more than the con killers do, it actually has 20 to 25 grams more clay than these do. The clay plugs in this is massive, almost 50 grams of clay. I think it might have been over 50 grams. But the composition amounts, pretty darn close to each other. So if anybody says these aren't wraps of each other or aren't the same, I think they are. They're pretty darn close. And the averages of how much the shells weigh differ from 5 to 8 grams, which can make up for what the con killers are with the less clay, from the anarchies with more clay, but the composition is about the same. So I'd say they're wraps of each other.